Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're watching the Davis Way TV. So in this video here, I am straightening my hair. I wasn't going to record, but I was actually pressed for time on this day. But I was like, you know what? Since I am straightening my hair, let me show you guys how I do it. Now, I didn't show the products that I use, but I will put them in the description box below because I know you guys are going to want to know what I use. But like I said, I wasn't planning on recording this, so I haven't showed you guys before how I straighten my hair. So it's like, you know what? This is the perfect time to record because I only straighten my hair maybe once or twice a year, or maybe once or twice every other year. So I was like, you know, this is the perfect time. The video was a little bit short, but I was like, you know what? I can go ahead and record it for you guys. So that is why you guys see the beginning of the video on how it's done with my hair just wet and just kind of already almost being started. But I will leave the products in the description box below. And this right here is just the round hair blow dryer, the little curler one. I guess you can, well, you probably can curl with it, but it's just the blow dryer, the round one. And I do have it on the highest speed and the highest setting that it goes. And I'm just using this to, like I said, just blow dry the hair out. And when you straighten your hair, you want to blow dry as straight as possible before you go in with your flat iron. Because I just like to do one pass to prevent heat damage. So I'm just making sure that I can get it as straight as possible. And at the top of my hair, the crown part is the thickest part of my hair. So I did kind of go over that area a little bit more because that part takes forever to dry or penetrate for products or whatever I'm using for that part of my head. It's a little tougher to get to. Can you guys imagine I used to have locks and I combed them out? I still do love locks. It's one of my favorites, but I prefer my curls better. So we're rocking with the curls most days. I did have an event to go to, so that's why I straightened my hair. I was going to originally do braids, but my husband found this cute kind of like curl pattern he thought was cute, so I went with that. This right here is a flat iron and iron, I call it a hot mat. So you can find it at Ross, Burlington, Target, anywhere you can find your hot tools, but it's definitely good for once you're done using your tools and you cut them off and you got to run out. You can cut it off, set it in the hot bag, and just kind of take that Velcro and wrap it around, secure it. And then I just kind of just set it in the tub because the tub is cleaned out. There's nothing that can get into the tub, or it's just a big enough space to where there's nothing there it can catch fire or make anything warm or hot. And this is a new flat iron. This is the Sugar Boo, and I put it on to 420, And this is I'm trying to think offhand, I believe a titanium plate. I usually go with the ceramic, but the coating starts to come off once you use it over time. But with the titanium plate, it holds the heat higher. So if you go over it too many times, that's where the heat damage can come into play. But with me, I've always been a one pass person. Whether the hair is bone straight or not, it's just one pass, and that's it. If I can't get it on that one pass, I don't hit it anymore. I'm like, oh, well, I gotta wait until next year or whenever I straighten my hair. But with the ceramic one, I still only do one pass, but you can go a little higher on the heat without heat damage. But usually when I flat iron, I usually go between 410 and 420, no higher than that. And here you can see I did put on a shirt. It's just one of my nightgowns, just to protect my shoulder area from, just in case from the heat, whatnot. I didn't want to have any burns on my shoulders. And I'm just parting and splitting the hair on where I want to section it off at first. And you can see it's still kind of like majority of the blow dryer kind of got it straight a little bit, but I still kind of see a little wave pattern on the roots, but that's perfectly fine for me. I'm not the person to where I wear my hair straight year round, or a couple of months out of the year. I just don't prefer it. I prefer my curls better. But like I said, I only straighten maybe once or twice a year, or maybe once or twice every other year. There's no need for it unless there's a function or something I'm trying to get dolled up, or something like that. But I do use a rat tail comb for chaser, and that's just to help so I don't go over the hair more than once. And as you slide that comb down, it's straightening the fibers before the flat iron actually gets to those pieces of the hair to help it keep it straight. So if you're not using a comb or a brush to chase that hair, make sure you use one so you can only do one pass. Because if not, if you just going with that flat iron, you're going to like go over and over and over and over it until you feel you have it straight enough. But if you use that chaser with it, you're going to be like, okay, this is as good as I can get it. Like you won't even thinking about going over it more than once. So a comb or a brush is definitely good for a chaser. And also, I prefer not to cut my hair when it's straight because that is not my natural state. My hair grows curly, so I cut it curly. I either do a diva cut or I do a dry curl cut. And if you guys go back into some of my older videos, you can see where I lightly dusted it at. I think I probably could have blow dried it a little bit and then trimmed it. But majority of the time, I like to dry curl or curl in or cut in my natural state. That's with my hair curl. I refuse to cut it straight. I used to cut it straight, but I noticed once I curl my hair back up, I was cutting into the length because my hair doesn't grow straight. So it grows curly. So I always cut in my natural state. But like I said, I have cut it before with it straight, but we live and we learn. And then at the root, I kind of drag the hot iron over the root a little bit just to kind of get the roots a little straighter because I don't have a, what is that, electric hot comb. So I do pump it over the roots here and there. And the smaller sections, the better. Because if you do the sections too chunky or too big, then that's where you're going to want to keep going over that section of hair to get it straighter. So the smaller, the better. I used to prefer a brush when I would do this, but some of the times, depending on the iron that I was using, it was actually melting the brush fibers and it would start to tangle and knot up my hair as I will rake down the hair with the iron. So now I just got this rat tail comb. I think it can hold up to heat to like 450, 420 on the heat. So it's really good for a chaser. Plus at the tip it has a parting piece to where it helps you part. So this section here, you guys can see I've only been doing one pass, and you guys can see that's all I needed. I didn't need no more than that. And the total time for me to straighten my hair, I believe, is about an hour and 45 minutes. Just because I took my time just to break off the smaller pieces to section out and, actually do the chasing method. So before I actually put the comb in to chase it, I do comb it out to make sure all the tangles at the end are smoothed out. So you guys can see again right here, I just kind of, I would guess say, prime the roots so they can get as straight as possible before I drag down the length of the hair. And you guys, please excuse my face. I'm looking a little crusty, but like I said, I was getting ready for an event, so I wanted to do my hair first. My face is washed and clean. I just did my hair first. And we are done. So with that flat iron, I just cut it off, and like I said, in the back there's like a little lock there to where it'll stay closed. But I did put it inside of that hot mat, and I kind of wrapped the, what is that, the Velcro part around it, and I set it in the tub so there's nothing that can get on it or by it. So the tub is a big enough space for it to sit and actually cool down. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.